Hey everyone! Welcome back to Software Tech, the place where we talk about all things software and technology. I'm Hassan Ardashid, and today we're going to explore the exciting world of coding with Python. Let's go! So, in the first step, we create our virtual environment. To do that, we create a new Python file, and after opening it, we can see a warning in the VS Code that suggests that we should select an interpreter. So we can click on it and click on create virtual environment, then click on VNV, and then choose one of the installed Pythons. As you can see, a new virtual environment has been created under the name .vnv. Now we can write a Python code. For instance, print hello. And as you can see, after running this code, it prints hello. Okay, but I do not like to write code here. I really want to code in Jupyter, one of the exciting Python tools. So let's install this feature. I have to mention you have to install this library in a virtual environment. Okay, in the terminal you can write this command: pipe install Jupyter Lab. So as you can see, it is installing Jupyter. After a while, you can use Jupyter Lab to run Jupyter Lab in your browser or VS Code. In fact, Jupyter has some features that really help you to code faster. For instance, you are able to run just one cell of code and whenever you like, edit them without needing to run the whole file. It is so helpful. As you can see, you can create a new cell below using B and a new cell above using A on your keyboard. You can also run the cell using Shift Enter. That's it. Now let's go to the first step of learning Python. You can print something in output using the print function we've just mentioned. We can set a variable like x equal 12 without needing to specify the type of the variable and print it. You can print as many variables as you like just by passing them in the argument of the print function. This function prints them and separates them using a space. So, we have learned how to write easy codes. Let's see what data types we can use. I have to mention that we do not need to specify the type of variables. So, in fact, we have two types of numbers: float and int. I mean integer. We have a boolean, false and true. We have async, like hello Hassan. We have byte 0, 1, 2. We have lists as top and tuples, like an array. Okay, we have set and dictionary. These data types are primitive data types. We also have user-defined data types, classes like human or car. We can create them. Okay, we can define numbers like x equals 12. As you can see, we can print the type of x and it is int. We can define floats like x equals 12.2 and it is floating the output of type x. We can also define int using its hex format like 0x12. We are also able to define it using octal formats like 0O12. Also defining numbers using binary formats like 0B10, it means 2, right? Now let's define strings. You can define it using x equals double quote hello double quote, like other languages, right? It means hello. We can define list of elements using x equals square bracket a and b. We can also create a tuple of elements using x equals bracket a and b and c and d, as many elements as you like. It's a tuple. I have to mention tuples and list the elements that can have different data types. That's like other languages. You can convert the string to its corresponding int using the int function. Also, you can convert the float to int using this function. This function cuts the floating section of the number. If the string is not the int, it is not able to be converted to int, and it gives an error even if the string corresponds to a float like 1.49. So you should convert it to float using float function and then convert it to int. Okay? You can convert the variable to a string again using str. As you know, a string is a list of characters. So you can convert a string to a list of its characters using the list function. You can even convert it to a tuple. You can define a tuple without putting the parentheses. This method is so tricky. You can define several variables in one line. In fact, it says y hello and x to 14. It is for lazy people like us. So, by using this method, you are even able to swap variables. As you can see, it says x to y and y to x. I have to mention again, this language is for lazy people. You can set several variables to just one value in one line. You cannot use these names when naming variables like an, assert, break, from. Okay? Names are case sensitive and cannot start with a number. They can contain letters, numbers, and underscores like Bob. As we've said before, we can print variables using the print function. In fact, this function goes to a new line after printing its arguments. By passing nothing in the end argument, we can say we do not want to print a new line at the end. Now, let's see what operators exist in Python. So, we define A and B. 10 and 25. We have some operator like a plus b, a subtraction operator like a minus b, division operator like b/a that gives you a float number, remaining operator like b% a. We can calculate b to the power of a using b star star a. Well, that's enough for the first part of this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel and like my video to see more of my videos. Thank you. Goodbye.